And to anybody, advice to give to another who wants to open a restaurant, don't do it. It's super hard. Or hire Anaya Group, start off right, and then it might be less.
This is great. Once again, Rafael Anaya from the Anaya Group. Why any restaurant should use the service of a consulting company like the Anaya Group? What do you think is going to be the benefits of it?
You guys gave us a lot of structure.
The biggest thing, my takeaway is manpower.
Like you trained us and gave us more expectations.
When I reached out to Anaya Group, I needed that leadership, that consultant.
Everybody here, the whole attitude changed, the morale changed, and we became closer, actually, to be honest with you. We become closer.
Like I said, first hearing about the Anaya Group, you know, a bunch of projects, different ones in all different locations, which showed that they were, you know, they had credibility, they had, you know, backing, they had a lot of good moving parts to it.
Anaya Group came in 6 months ago, and you know, it was such a big difference in terms of what we have done. So tell me some of the key elements of what we created or how we helped.
It helped us get a better understanding of what we're serving our customers.
Helping everybody understand that me being the restaurant person, him coming in as a second restaurateur, understanding how the restaurant works and understanding what we do and what we need to do in order to be successful.
Like how to properly speak to the guests, how to properly organize everything, and it made a huge difference.
Put all the ends and.
And you, as a consultant, I honestly think that you have been a great asset to the Little Tijuana.
So it's cool to see that, you know, a place that was already open get taken to the next level and transforming from what it was to what it is now.
But I wanted to ask you something. Why you even decided to have a consulting company like the Anaya Group come in and do something for you in terms of the service, in terms of what we have done in 6 months?
I think the best thing for it is the structure. I mean, it helps the employees. It also helps the management to better manage us as employees.
That's probably the biggest thing is just putting people in place and the manpower.
Like you say, I kind of BS sometimes. And I need someone to be like, stop BSing. You got to do this. You got to do that, and this is how it goes. And just kind of put it together, and then I
didn't expect the changes that happened to happen so fast. It happened really, really fast, but it was a great turnout. The ratings went up.
So a lot of it comes down to being able to manage personalities, being able to manage, you know, everyone's going to have their input, everyone's going to have something to say, but ultimately it's a group decision to decide what's the best route for a specific project or a specific thing within a project.
Tell me about the training. We did a lot of training. As you can see, there was a lot of elements in terms of the bar, the servers, the hosting. How do you think, what was the success of putting so many things together at the same time?
Training was very intense. It went from customer service, how to greet a table, how to you know, present yourself to a table, how to present yourself from the beginning as a host to the end till you walk out.
Also teaches us how eventually to become managers. Because the challenge is always there. Especially for me, I love a challenge, so I'm learning so much.
I think the culture of consistently doing it allows it to make it a part of their natural nature. To say, listen, we have to have these meetings in order to be successful. Not just for the managers, it's been a crazy success for us, but for the staff, it's just reassuring to let them know the things that they need to do and to give them the uplift and motivation that they need.
Good question. Well, one thing about me is, I like to say the truth, I didn't know jack about the restaurant industry at all.
I think it was a great experience, especially knowing everything in the ingredients, as to drinks, food.
So the foundation you laid out for us so far will definitely be a legacy. It will definitely carry on with because it's a training that we want to follow with every other restaurant that we do happen to open up.
You know, training helped a lot. Like something I never did. Like I said, the tools, the worksheets, the knowledge of the food, the menu. Just having these tools, like if I was in school, like paperwork, you give out quizzes.
Absolutely. Is there any recommendations for any other restaurant that might need the service of Anaya Group? And what would be the best advice that you could give them?
Okay. I don't even want to say it.
Go ahead, you're in camera. It's gonna go anywhere.
Fucked up.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people think that they can open a restaurant or have a restaurant without the experience, not knowing what it takes to do the work behind it. And I think it's very pivotal to have somebody with the experience come in and say, listen, these are things that you need to do in order to be successful because these are restaurant standards.
Absolutely.
And I think that's what we help bring to the table.
It gave us a lot of challenges, which I think that we needed.
Then we took you out of your comfort zone and we put brunch,
Oh,
which is something that was completely unexpected. Tell me your honest feedback about that.
Yeah, when I tell you you're an asset to this, you were so helpful. We have brunch now, and brunch is we're sitting with over 200 covers every Sunday, and Saturday now.
Yeah.
So I was very surprised. I was shocked at first too. The brunch is just like a whole different vibe. You know, you expect to just have something nice and light. No, not here. Not Little Tijuana. We go all out, especially for brunch. It's like having like a nightclub basically scene.
I thought that I just was bullshitting, like I always say.
So many avenues, from helping us establish the Uber Eats to pushing the buck to get us to open brunch.
Because I was just like always prolong something, and then Naya was like, "You gotta do brunch. It's gonna make you X amount of money."
It was we had to learn the menu, we had to learn the bar. It was challenging,
Very good.
and everybody's here up for a challenge, and we took it, and we did great actually.
And I was like, "Well, shit." And then here comes Anaya, just bringing out the worksheets, bringing out the tool, creating it, and then kind of gave me that push and all the tools I needed, and then bang, I think we got the most successful brunch in New Jersey. If not, the East Coast.
Absolutely.
So what do you think about the Anaya group and how we end up here at Little Tijuana? You think it was a good experience?
Definitely helping us get our Google score higher, our Yelp reviews and of that nature, allowing people to understand who we are and what we want to bring to Newark.
Helps us help the customers.
Oh yeah, it helped a lot actually. Because when we were sitting, I would just like I said, like I love the idea when you said, anything on 12 people, family style. Just like I said, tools giving me like I would never think of to help the kitchen because they were getting smacked because people order from regular menu. It helped a lot though actually, especially like doing the parties more than 12. Kind of eliminated the whole stress on the kitchen and service.
I recommend Anaya Group to all restaurants that haven't had consultants.
It really gave us an identity in what we do as far as service goes.
Benefits of using a consulting group, especially the Anaya Group, if you want to boost customer ratings, if you want to boost the customer service, if you want to train your staff into knowing the product and product knowledge. Product knowledge is definitely a plus, especially greeting the tables, because each customer, each guest that we serve will be wow, because you teach us how to wow a customer, and that's the most important thing.
Great.
The food can be great, but if the atmosphere is bad, if the brand is bad, if the color scheme, if everything's not there, you can have the best food in the world. Doesn't mean people are going to come to it.
I would never thought in a million years I hired a restaurant consulting group, but here I am, 6 months.
And then our ratings, you helped our ratings. We were at ratings at what, 3?
4.4. They were at 3.5. Now we have 4.4.
Yeah, we have 4 stars, 5 stars. Yeah, it's a great account. Within 6 months?
5 months.
Of course, and I feel like with a consulting company, they can take you where you are to where you want to be. When somebody comes and starts a restaurant, it starts with an idea. They implement that idea becomes reality, and then from there it's what's next. So I feel like a lot of restaurants and restaurant owners need some assistance or guidance when it comes to that what's next aspect of it. You never want to settle, you want to continue to grow, but they may have peaked at how far they can take it, and then there's one more step after that, and that's where consulting comes.
You're the only restaurant in New York City, New York, and I don't know, I can say the East Coast that has actually a tequila menu with all the descriptions from the nose, from the aroma. What do you think about that?
Courtesy of the Anaya Group gave me the idea. I've wanted to feature tequila because I'm a tequila drinker myself, and like I said, I want to do something with tequila, and he came on a great idea, creating a concept like a tequila menu, and it's been great. It's actually doing well.
And I actually enjoyed it, to be honest with you. I actually enjoyed it.
Based on your experience, the first 5 years of a restaurant, what they should always do? Because it's not the same when you open 10 years than when you open 3 years.
Correct.
It's a big difference.
After year 3, you should know if you want to expand. You should know if you're looking at a second location, third location. For some restaurants, it does come faster than others, but by year 3, you should have already preset, your 3-month plan, your 6-month plan, your 9-month plan, your 1-year plan. By year 3, you should know where your growth is going to be.
Every dollar counts. Every dollar counts.
I'm blessed. I'm here. Like I said, thanks to my group. I can't thank you more enough.
Drink more.
Good job.
Mr. Perez, it was my pleasure working with you, working with Little Tijuana, making this brand such an amazing project, and looking forward to doing multiple more venues in
Same here.
YouTube, okay?
Thank you guys. Stay tuned for more. Good job, girl.
Thank you.
Qué linda.